So today I opened my news feed on Twitter and I was greeted with one of the people that I follow being ganged up on and just hated for something that he'd done wrong in his past. And granted, it was less than a year ago, but still, he, from what I've seen of his videos and stuff lately, he's been trying to make amends, trying to move forward, and even trying to be a better person. Well, as of right now, 10:30 p.m., 31st of July, his Twitter account is actually now deleted. But this particular situation brings up a question I want to ask you guys. Should a person be persecuted for something that has happened in his past, even if he is doing everything he can to make that wrong right, to right the wrongs and correct his mistakes? Should a person be hated, persecuted, vilified just for what he did in his past, but not what he's doing in his present? Because I believe in my heart of hearts that a person's actions in their past do not define who they are in the present, and that letting the past color your perception of someone's present can be both deadly or detrimental and also unfair. I mean, look at me compared to who I used to be 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I was angry. I was bitter. I was abusive towards the people that loved me and that I loved. I would lash out at a moment's notice just because I was angry and I didn't know how to deal with it. I was awful. And yet today I am a better person, having gone through years of therapy, years of help, finding out that what I really wanted in life wasn't to get back at any one person or group of people, but to just be able to be accepted for who I am, and also be able to finally accept myself for who I am, rather than hating who I am and who I've decided to be. But I mean, if you would say that I shouldn't be hated for my past, then why should anybody else be any different? I mean, I don't know. I think that we oftentimes... Okay, so I want to kind of just explain a bit about why this guy's being hated right now. I'm not going to go into personal details, but okay, so this guy suffers from schizophrenic episodes and stuff, and in a previous relationship that he had, they evidently had some sort of dom sub mechanic in their relationship, that dynamic that kind of got out of control because of his schizophrenic nature, because he was the dom in the relationship, and that kind of led him to losing control on certain levels with what he called his monster, which is his schizophrenic disorder. And now his ex, they're no longer together. His ex's new boyfriend is now bringing a campaign against him. I don't want to call it a smear campaign, but just a campaign of let's gang up on this guy and make him feel bad. And I mean, I understand that he's just trying to spread information, but he's doing it in such a way that's not conducive for anyone's healing or anyone's growth or anyone's benefit, other than just to take all of his frustrations and his anger out on the person. I mean, I get that you're angry that your girlfriend's ex treated her badly, but to take it this far, I mean, there are thousands of people that are now hating on him. Earlier today, while his account was still active, there were evidently threats against him and his family, which, I'm sorry, but I don't condone that. I don't condone anything like that. If you're gonna threaten to hurt someone close to somebody that you don't like because of things that they've done in their past, I'm sorry, but that person that's related to them is in no way responsible for what that person did, and throwing them under the bus along with the guy that you're angry with is not going to make the situation any better than it already isn't. So there's that. But I'm just saying, I mean, I really don't understand why certain people have to be so pissed off just because, I mean, and this guy, let's call him, well, he's a game developer. Let's just call him Game Dev. Game Dev even made a video previous to all this coming out of him himself talking about his issues and his problems and his history and how he has been abusive in relationships in the past and yada yada. He talked about all this. He aired his dirty laundry. And yet this other guy is airing Game Dev's laundry and then making it worse by even airing out private messages between Game Dev and the ex-girlfriend. And then people are also going after his current girlfriend, saying, well, did you know that this guy's an abuser? Didn't you know that this guy's a woman beater, yada, yada, yada? I mean, seriously. I don't know about you, but I think we should just leave stuff like this to the people involved to take care of and not turn it into a court of public opinion where we all determine that the person is guilty before we get all the relevant information and before we can hear all sides of the story. Because there's a common quote that I'm going to probably mess up here, but there are always three sides to a situation: your side, their side, and the truth. There are always three sides to the situation. And so we've got his side, we've got their side. Now we just need the truth. And then after that, then we could make an actual informed decision on whether or not this guy deserves our hate. Spoiler alert, I don't care what the truth ends up being. No one deserves to be hated just for who they were, not who they are. And even who they are, they shouldn't be hated. They shouldn't be encouraged to do the same behaviors, but they should not be hated for who they are. They should be discouraged from doing the hurtful or destructive behaviors that they're doing. That's it. And if anybody disagrees with me, well, that's fine. That's also something we're free to do. We are free to disagree. Anyway, I just had to say my piece because, frankly, I'm getting tired of seeing people vilify others just for things that they can't control, whether or not they happen because they've already happened, but that they're trying to improve themselves and better themselves and move on, and yet others aren't letting them because, oh, well, you did this horrible thing, we're going to keep you under its shadow for the rest of your gosh darn life. And I think that's just a bit stupid. Just saying. Anyway, what do you guys think? I put a poll up in the corner earlier. I hope you guys saw that. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your opinion is, what you think about everything, and whether or not you agree. If you do, I'd love to hear your opinions. If you disagree, well, I'd love to hear your counter argument as to why I'm wrong and you're right, and I guess we'll see each other again on the flip side in my next video. Thanks for watching and have a great night.